think we're all real beings.
That's your slate right there. I just did a Hollywood slate.
Wait, so we're acting? I mean,
Yeah, we're gonna act now.
okay.
Hi, I'm Breaky.
Hello, name's Jeff, and we're here with the news.
We're for sure recording on both. It's up to Sam.
Samuel.
Welcome to Sam.
Welcome, baby. We are taking Out of Pocket from the studio
On the road.
into G's living room. We're in the thick of
everyone-
Hollywood.
Should we do
Yes.
everyone say hi in there?
Hello?
Sure.
Where are we saying hi?
Oh, we're good. Yeah, I mean,
Is your shit on?
they're all down.
So we're doing this alone, guys. We're used to having a producer, a whole team in the studio. It's all professional, but we want the ability to take it out of the studio because Bruce lives in Arizona. We're gonna go visit him in Arizona a lot. We're gonna literally jump around and probably do this podcast wherever we want.
We could do it like by the pool. We could do it at the beach. I mean,
Yeah.
if we have like an outlet or a generator. But
Wow.
either way, like,
Pot on the go.
yeah, the pot on the go. You know, the studio is starting to feel a little stale, and a lot of other podcasts film out of there. I think it's a good opportunity for us to just start getting out there. You know what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
out of my element. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, wait. So what are we talking
You know
about?
what we should do is we should go to our guests' cribs and set up at their crib.
Wow.
And like almost
If they're down for that.
if they're down for that, of
Yeah.
course. But you know, most chill people aren't.
Hey, you want to do our podcast?
Are.
All right, we'll stop by. We need to do it at your
Actually,
place.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of nice.
And they'll feel comfortable at their house.
Yeah.
would be a
And like
cool-
Johnson's our tech guy. Like we'll send our tech guy over. And
I get there like 30 minutes early, and but it's actually like
Say,
a
wait,
really good
you're-
idea, bro. Like
Yeah.
we actually get insight into their crib. You know, we could.
I'm gonna have to get used to holding these.
I know it's nice that we
I
did the
kinda like
Todd.
it.
the
I don't want
Todd
to be
sit.
kinda
come
love
off
it.
pretentious, you know,
Yeah,
like the way I'm holding it.
It's kind of like this is the vibe. I think
Yeah,
we
I'm
both have
here.
it already.
I'm probably just-
Sammy's over here all bougie, like resting his arm.
I'm
on
right
his
there
arm.
with him.
Feels
It's
nice.
kind of nice.
I'm holding it, but
Whoa,
yeah.
that seems like a little more effort.
It's also
That's
like
nice.
it makes me feel like I'm like at a show almost. Like I really have to say something of substance to talking to the mic.
Yeah.
Like holding it.
It's not just innately just sitting there at all times.
I miss Mo though. That's definitely a thing. Like
We'll see him.
We're gonna get
Well,
more
hopefully
involved.
this is working.
We
Yeah.
probably will need somebody to like tell us when we're wrong or like tell us. When
Yeah.
We'll see. We're gonna learn on the fly. But there's only one way to bring this thing on the road. It's like we can't have Mo with us at all times, just holding our hands.
True.
You know,
Wait,
if we're out of state.
Is your phone on airplane mode?
Yeah, it's on airplane mode.
Yours is too.
Yeah, it is.
So
Yeah.
no calls. Will
No
fuck
calls, no interruptions.
All right.
We're dialed in. We're
Probably
recording on
got
our iPhones too, and I think it's gonna be nice quality. I mean,
I
tell us
think
if
so.
we're wrong, but I think it'll be nice.
I feel like
That's
it will
good.
be.
I'm excited. It's a new.
Wow, I didn't think about any of that. Like stuff coming through just fucks up your video, huh?
Yep.
So these are real roses,
Yeah,
I,
but-
I was trying to tell him.
but they're like mummified and they have like
Yeah.
embalming fluid like put into them or something.
I don't know exactly the science, but they,
They last for years, right?
No, we looked it up. They like
They still got a
They
fragrance.
smell
we don't
so
remember, but
No, they smell
No.
so good. They're forever.
But
Yeah.
isn't it just like perfume? It's not like actually rose.
They might spray it with something, but
I don't even
they-
think the people can see the
What-
roses.
you
we're
looked it
talking
up,
about,
right?
too.
Yeah, I think like they put like the same colored wax or whatever colored wax like into it. I don't know if they like put it in a water, the wax, and then like the flower brings it up into its things. I feel like it's like embalming to the human.
yeah. I don't know what
You
that
know?
word
Like
means.
when King Tut was mummified, you know, he's just.
Embalming,
No,
like
no, but,
at funerals, you know.
But don't like every human when you die
They
you get
embalm you?
embalmed.
Yeah.
I think.
Or unless you get cremated, but yeah.
I
Like
think
you-
it's like
yeah,
when
true.
you're hanging like a King Marlin on your wall, like Doug Pasketch. You
Of
know,
course.
you get it taxidermied almost. It's like they preserve it so it looks and like kind of has.
I think you embalm it though for like especially open caskets and shit like that.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, bro, there's like a
But
very
so you don't like your body doesn't like
Change too much.
literally deteriorate like while you're like there, like because your body instantly just starts.
yeah, it's
deteriorating.
crazy, bro. There was what's his name? He did that really trippy ass podcast Netflix show we were watching, the Mystical Gym. What
Oh
was it?
yeah. One mystical.
Midnight Gospel.
Midnight Gospel.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that
Wait, what is that?
That shit is like a shroom trip, even if you're sober.
But there was this one where they were talking about
It's
embalming dead people and how it was like a huge business, and like people would like in war, like there was people who would make their whole life salary or their whole yearly salary off of like one battle, and they would embalm they would take all the dead bodies
Oh,
back to the
shit.
hometown of the people who were fighting, and they would embalm them and preserve them. And I forget the methods they used, but it was just trippy because I'm like they would just make
Just like now or like during like the revolution?
during like when there was
or Civil
wars
War?
going on in America, you know what I'm saying? And it's like wild because that was somebody's profession, was like rounding up the dead, bringing them back to their
For
families,
sure, for sure.
embalming them, and like they
Damn.
would get paid off that. It's like
Well,
Dead
you know, they're always like
bodies.
collect your dead. You know,
Collect your
continue
dead.
this battle tomorrow.
which is very honorable. You know, do you think there's any country that just is like fuck our dead, we're gonna leave them behind?
Yeah,
Well,
of course.
I feel like,
but like that's why they came up with like the Geneva Convention, right? Like there's rules. Like
war crimes, but I don't think you having to. I think you have to send back the dead to whoever. Like you have
I'm
to
pretty
get the
sure
dead
there's
back.
like a period of time where you're allowed to collect your dead. Like,
Of course, and they have, and the opposing army has to let you do
Yeah.
it.
Really?
It's like
Yeah.
a respect thing.
It's so crazy.
There's
like,
supposed to be
rules
rules to
to war.
engagement
Yeah,
and
like-
like honor, but like now there's like guerrilla warfare and people are just blowing each other up in the fucking streets.
Yeah, bro. The Geneva Conventions, I mean, they're essential because like then you would have war crimes, torture would be legal, like they outlawed torture, and that's like saying if you obstruct the Geneva Conventions, like the UN can fucking get on your ass, like they can fully like you know what I'm saying.
I
There's
feel like
gonna
there's
be,
still
like,
torture.
put
There's gonna be
sanctions against your whole country. Like
sanctions,
Russia doesn't follow them.
there will be repercussions. Like they're violating all types of Geneva Conventions. Like the biggest one was remember we were in war with Iraq. It was Abu Ghraib is like that internment camp or it was like that prison camp that we had for people. It was in Iraq, but it was ran by Americans, and it's where we were interrogating like all the people that we thought were in cahoots with Saddam Hussein and shit. And all these videos came out and like photos came out of them just like. They had like people like tied up and they were like smiling with them, like fucking with their
The
heads
Americans
in bags
were?
and shit. Americans, bro. And oh my god, like I forget who the Secretary of State was at the time, but they came under so much fire, bro. It was fucked up. It was really fucked up.
Yeah, war does
During
weird things to the
George
mind.
Bush era, but like I mean, I'm sure everybody knew, but it's like,
I'm pretty sure that shit still happens.
of course it happened.
really
man.
shady
Yeah.
shit happens.
We
that
were
don't
watching,
know about.
bro. We were watching Slumdog Millionaire, great film,
Mm-hmm.
3 nights ago, and I'm just like, bro, like when the Muslims or when the people raided the Muslims and were just like beating anybody who was Muslim.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, this is in the slum of India. Like, no news is gonna report on this. Like, probably a bunch of people
No.
died. It's like, bro, people. There's
They
like
just
no.
had metal like rebar and like just were knocking people over the heads with it.
Yeah, bro. Like the police
Wow.
systems in other countries probably like are
Yeah, they're nothing.
Not
Like the
good.
power have
Corrupt,
more, or the
like,
people have more
corrupt.
power. I feel
Yeah,
like.
the police were letting it happen. Remember, they're like, please help, and they're like, nah, we're not gonna fucking help you.
Well, it's like the fucking what was that Instagram page you showed me?
Photographing war.
Photographing war, and it just like shows.
It's crazy.
Bro, it's
man.
fucking insane. But
Really?
it's like the one that like stuck with me was Sierra Leone, and it was like
It's like where he went. when he
people,
went.
yeah, like where I went, but
For your
people were
mission
like
trip.
running around with like heads on sticks.
Oh
And it's like,
like
my
young black kids
God,
with
dude.
like AK-47s and like
The
a
child soldiers-
Fila shirt on or whatever, and they're just like sticking a gun in some dude's mouth and just like blowing his head off.
Like there's bodies with no heads, and there's like standing on the bodies. And
Is
it's
this
like,
an Instagram
holy
account?
Fuck yeah.
Oh
it's
my
shadow
God.
banned. Like the only way, like Shane sent it to me a while ago. It's really like it's real shit. It's like real journalists. Like there's even like photos of Ukraine and what's happening there too. It's like
Yeah.
everything, or like Grozny in like 1999 when there was a big war there. Just like everything.
Bro,
And like it's shadow banned is like crazy, which is weird because it's like just showing like what's happening in the world. Like it's crazy how
Yeah.
like, no one wants you to know. What's
I get it.
happening.
Like you probably gotta find it. Like Instagram will
Like
never,
you can't even
Instagram will never.
No, I
promote
can't
it,
even type
you
it in my
Search
in
bar
my
and find it?
like nothing. I have to go through who I'm following to even go and see them.
No way.
Yeah.
That's wild. And bro, there's something about that type of content where like I can't look away for some reason. Like
Yeah.
I don't know
Because
what
it's
it is inside
because
of
it's
me.
actually fucking real. Like,
It's real, bro. Like that video we were watching in the living room of that 14-year-old boy who got thrown off the fucking Tower of Terror ride or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
You know, the ride
No
that goes
way.
up and
I've
down.
never seen that.
It just
It's
happened.
it
crazy.
just happened like
And
a
like,
fucking week ago.
like I'm watching the video and I'm like, I have to watch it though. And like, luckily you don't see him splat on the ground. It's fucked up that video's even out
Wait,
there.
this was in like
You know those,
Universal.
like yeah, it was like a Six Flags. or
Texas,
something.
I think?
Yeah,
Six
whatever.
Flags in
You know those
Texas?
things that go straight down. You know they.
Just straight up and just
Bro,
slow.
like the kid's coming down, and somehow his thing comes out, and you see like the thing slowing down, and you see him just like flying.
You know how those things free fall and like they stop all of a sudden, like
Yeah.
free fall, like it feels like you're falling, and right when it stops, all of a sudden the kid just keeps going, like from
What?
30, 40.
He was
They
feet
just
up.
came out today or like 2 days ago and said that
It
it
was
was
so
locked. It was locked. It's like okay, you're
He
lying.
died?
Obviously,
Yeah.
he died.
Damn.
He was
Fucked up,
14.
Yeah,
dude. It's
14
such a
year old.
sad.
He was like a big dude, and I think it like just didn't come down. They
didn't
lock it
latch.
right,
And you hear someone yelling in the beginning of the video, like, "Hey, you sure they're locked in on the left?" Like you literally hear someone say that. I don't know what sort of repercussions like fucking the workers or the Six Flags are gonna have to deal with, but
They're just trying
Fucking-
not to get sued. It's so stupid.
I mean they deserve to get sued, bro. That's such negligence. You're fucking.
Well, yeah.
Hey, don't let a
someone,
kid
like,
that
Of
big
course,
get on
like
the
you know,
ride.
the internet investigators. There's someone like watching the video, and you can see the guy who's like checking everyone's things. You can see him not checking people's things, and see him just he's chopping shit up, like making
Yeah.
jokes. You can see him just talking, and then the kid on the right's like, you see the kid who's gonna die. Like,
That's crazy. though.
Damn.
Especially check somebody of like that size where it's like they're obviously more at risk. It's like make fucking sure, dude.
Roller coasters are fucking scary.
well, I was
I
just
know,
thinking
it's
about what we
so-
did,
Like, they're terrifying.
Six Flags. For
That shit felt not safe.
Well, we did the one pendulum shit,
Yeah.
and I'm at one point I literally was just like, Like,
that
I'm just
did
gonna
not
let
feel
go
good.
and just like fall and just like see, and like I could have just like never gotten back up. Like,
Yeah.
like because you hear it when you're at the top. I could hear like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, why does that? Like, could it just pop? Like,
Bro, and I'm like, think about. Did you see the one that goes all the way around and like there was like a bunch of people that had to help stop it. It was at like a carnival, some janky setup. And I'm like, bro, all these traveling carnivals that like set up their rides in new cities. How the fuck do you trust that, bro? There's probably been so many freak accidents in that shit.
Even like the OC Fair, like events like
Seems
that.
seems pretty legit.
bro,
right?
we'd have a fair at our high school every year. That was like a traveling fair.
I would never get on a fair roller coaster. It's the same
But
thing
not
as
like
like
a
a pier, like it's a Santa Monica pier. It's like I'm not getting on that.
Yeah,
I've
it's
done
like,
that.
Who set this up? Like a
Yeah.
It's been
band
there
of
for
traveling
hundreds of
gypsies
years,
or
though. No,
what?
like
Yeah, it's been there for hundreds of years. It's like
oh yeah,
it's like the bolts aren't right. Like the bolts are for sure.
no, I just feel like a band of gypsies set it all up, and I'm like, I
yeah,
don't
like the
know.
ones like
Fun
Six
Flags.
Flags, like the ones that are there and they're in like painted
they're
last
set
week.
up.
It's
But
like-
even there, like at Disney World, someone died on like it was like Thunder Mountain or something. Like it used to be like a railroad ride, and there was some like and people died on those.
in Space Mountain. You ever do Space Mountain?
Yeah.
Where you like literally can't see like halfway
Yes.
through.
I feel like I'm gonna
You're
hit my
like,
head on
bro,
some of
there's
their
gonna be
things.
something. I'm like putting my hands up, you know, because it's like it's a ride. You can do that.
That's a great ride.
It's a great ride. I'm
But I
like,
swear there's some rides where I'm like, if I put my hands up, I swear I
Yeah.
could touch that thing. And
or the
I'm
one
like,
like where your feet dangle. Like I feel like my feet are gonna just like
get
hit
caught
something.
and imagine
the
that.
Patriot at Worlds of Fun, is it? KC, Kansas City.
Not World of Fun. Oh yeah,
It is World of
actually.
Fun,
Yeah,
right?
in case.
God, the Patriot's good.
What's the one in
Cedar Point,
Cedar
Idaho.
Point? That shit's
What is that
fucking
one?
Top thrill
crazy.
dragster, fastest roller coaster in the
Top
world.
thrill dragster. You're just sitting there. When's it gonna go?
Wait, what is it?
That's
Cedar
just
Rapids?
anxiety ridden. Yeah, Cedar Rapids, Ohio or Idaho. Is it Idaho, right?
I think it's Ohio.
Oh, Ohio. I think it's Ohio. Yeah.
Cedar Rapids. I don't know.
But
No,
it's
no,
fucking-
it's
I thought it was
no,
Iowa.
it's like
Iowa.
no, it's like Cleveland. It's in not Cleveland, but in
Ohio?
Ohio or Idaho.
Ohio. Yeah, Ohio.
okay.
Ohio. My bad.
Just-
God.
Cedar Rapids,
Yeah.
I thought was in Iowa for the longest time.
I feel like it is too. There must be.
There's a Grand Rapids, Nebraska. There's a
There's a Grand Rapids,
Sioux
Michigan,
Falls,
right?
There's Sioux Falls in
Probably.
South Dakota.
what am I thinking though? Des Moines. It's like not really.
Des Moines.
Well, it's similar. It's like it's similar.
But yeah, something about those videos, like I know like I shouldn't be watching, but like I can't not watch. Like
Yeah.
something about that objective reality, I'm just like, fuck.
It doesn't
I'm
seem real.
curious.
It's like a movie, you know?
Yeah.
So
For
you're like,
sure.
but why is it so easy to watch in a movie? You're like, yeah, they're gonna shoot that guy in the head. It's fine.
Because you like have the safety blanket of knowing
back
it's
of your
not
head.
real.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Can look away.
You know, you're like,
It
oh,
is
this isn't.
crazy.
Like it's a movie. They're acting. But
Yeah.
that kid's not acting. The one that's falling.
No,
Speaking of
no.
acting,
Oh, Nocturnal Animals.
oh my god,
Was that Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I'm sure I've seen
2016.
I don't remember.
Amy Adams.
one of the
watched
like
it last night.
tweakiest movies.
Produced by and written by Tom Ford.
it. Tom Ford.
actual Tom Ford.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
actually.
Really?
Did he
That's
style
awesome.
people as well, or
I don't know.
Probably.
it's a valid question?
But it was actually Tom Ford film.
Why didn't you
and
watch Inglourious Bastard?
Because we
streaming
couldn't-
services.
We didn't want to like pay for it, and I own it. I was like, I own it in Arizona, so I was like,
Oh,
"You
let's
guys- when
watch
you guys
that."
come out, let's watch it. In
I was
Arizona.
bummed I couldn't see that because I know you had never seen it.
Yeah,
Have
never
you?
seen it.
No, never seen it.
Oh my god!
I've only seen like
We still have a chance.
20 minutes of it, so
But yeah, we just didn't want to like fucking. We got to put in the credit card. We're just like, all right, let's
No,
just
no,
watch
no.
something free.
So wait, where's Nocturnal Animals? It was like on.
net.
it was on Netflix.
Netflix. Yeah,
Wait, is that where there's kids involved? Am I
No,
tripping?
that's prison.
it's about like a.
I'm like,
Yeah, it's basically a writer who Jake Gyllenhaal plays. It's a writer, and his wife leaves him for another man and gets an abortion of his kid. So
Damn.
he like writes a book on
Spoiler alert.
basically like I mean it's 6 years old. Like I'm not worried about spoiling. it.
No,
no, I'm just saying for G's sake.
no, I've seen it, but
It's
I don't
just an
remember.
analogy
Oh, you did?
for.
Oh, okay,
So basically, he writes a book. Yeah, that's an analogy for how he felt with his wife leaving him and getting an abortion without his like help or consent or
And
whatever.
it goes through the book's point of view, like in movie.
Like
form.
she's reading
she's
the book.
reading the book and it's
like,
showing the book.
He writes the book, sends it to her. She's reading it, and then when she's reading it, it goes into like Jake Gyllenhaal acting, and like that's the movie really is her reading the book. You know.
What would you rate it on a percentage base?
I give it an 83.
System? 83.
Yeah, in terms of like
Yeah.
movies and stuff like that's the type of movies I like. Yeah, it's up there. Eight, you know, an
Ron
eight,
gave
7
it
or 8.
66, but
7 or
I
8.
put it,
Really?
I bump it up 67.
But 66 is like if I
I
look
bump
at
it
that.
up.
Yeah, I'll go like 81.
Wow, that's really good.
I don't know what would make it better, but it's super like.
I was into it.
engaging.
Yeah, I was into it the whole time. There was never a moment where I was like not interested.
The ending, I want a different ending, but that is the ending, you know. So like, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter in my opinion. Tom Ford had his vision. You feel me?
Tom Ford.
No, I think it was a good ending. 'cause
Yeah,
it's like,
I mean, like,
now
yeah,
she gets to just sit there and be like, "Fuck."
I thought it was a great ending. Like,
Is Tom Ford the guy who took over Gucci?
No, he runs Tom Ford. I think.
No, but I think
Does he also run Gucci? Or
he also
creative
runs
director? Or
Gucci.
shit?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he like took over when the final Gucci's left, like the guys with the last name Gucci, like when they were ruled out of the Gucci. Well, he got murdered, but
Did he really?
yeah, by his ex-wife.
Seriously?
Yeah. Well, not
Is that
directly.
what the House of Gucci's about?
Bro, that movie's good.
It is good. I heard it.
It
was
is
like,
good.
eh.
No, I know a lot of people like thought like, oh, it should be in Italian, it would be better, but I'm like, I couldn't understand it then, and I think they did a really Adam Driver and
Still going?
Lady Gaga like did a really good job like putting on their Italian accents in it. I don't know. I thought it was dope. I just thought it was cool.
He did. So the Thomas Carlyle Ford is an American fashion designer and filmmaker. He launched his
He's from Texas, right?
luxury brand in 2005.
This guy who's
Having so he launched his luxury brand in 2005, having previously served as the creative director as Gucci.
he like revived Gucci.
Saint Laurent.
Bro, he is like he reminds me of Ari Gold to a T. Like in real life.
Have you met Tom Ford?
No, I've just seen like some GQ videos of him like styling a random person on the street or like
He's like intense as fuck.
bro, he's like just fuck. You're like this guy gets what he's fucking doing. Clearly, you know what I'm saying?
Like a professional.
he
yeah.
has that energy,
But what is
and he
that?
looks just like.
But he's a
Ari
dick,
Gold,
or
too.
like he's like.
No, it doesn't seem like a dick. Seems just like a chill businessman.
Oh,
Fucking,
I mean,
It's
you know,
crazy,
stylish,
like
creative.
a guy from just like the middle of America could just like take over like the high fashion Italian brand and just like make it dope.
serves as the chairman of the board of the Council of Fashion Designers of America. How many ofs are in there? Jesus Christ. Chairman of the board of the Council of Fashion Designers of America.
4 Fs.
That's crazy.
So
He's from Texas. You were right.
Yeah.
we might as well talk about the slap heard around the world. While we're at it.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh shit.
Slap her around
Definitely
the world.
meant to be discussed.
I don't have anything to say on that anymore. Like, I've heard so many opinions on it. Like,
Same.
don't care anymore.
Everyone-
Do you have
Earth.
an opinion on it?
Originally, I was like, yeah, stand up for your family. And then the
Yeah.
more I've like thought about it, I was like, this is not good.
He
Look,
couldn't
it's
take
just
he
all
couldn't
bad.
take a joke right
yeah,
then.
it's just.
Yeah, immediately my reaction was, fuck yeah, like don't let someone talk about your wife. But then I was like, bro,
I was like, but like
what?
out of everything, like that wasn't probably the sword or hill to die on, or die. You know,
No.
It must have been like a lot of things culminating up until like that was the cherry on top breaking point for Will Smith.
of
'Cause
course,
he's been very berated publicly. Like a lot of it at Jada's, doing at her hand. It's like she's like.
I just think
she's embarrassed
I think
publicly.
we saw real life,
emotional discharge.
like no real life abuse, like obviously he abused Chris Rock. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how you see abuse like take part in real life in terms of like you saw
The public-
what Jada's been doing to
What
him.
Oh,
Jada's-
that,
yeah,
okay.
emotionally.
That's how I looked at it. Like,
I mean, bro. To me, it's like hearing all the comedians talk about how dangerous of a precedent it sets for like stand up comedy is like that's what really makes.
not
me
even just stand up comedy, just entertainment in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, bro, you.
Like we could do a live podcast somewhere or a show or whatever, and some random dude that we don't even know didn't like one
A
of our
remark.
shit and just comes to our show and just like
Will Smith
try-
did it. I can smack motherfucker. It's
Yeah,
like it just sets a dangerous precedent, like in terms of entertainment and hosting, making jokes. It's all supposed to be lighthearted, and the funniest thing is like the internet always remains undefeated. They find these old clips and shit. There's a video of Will Smith on Arsenio Hall grilling one of the bald, and alopecia and baldness. They're fucking synonyms, bro. It's like
Really?
all bald men. It's hair loss. Alopecia is just fucking hair. It's
But
the same fucking thing.
But alopecia, it's like you'll lose your eyebrows.
There can be more intense forms, but she's going bald. Like a dude goes bald. It's all alopecia. It all falls under the umbrella, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But like if you look it
Really?
up, literally
I'm
look up
pretty sure it's
alopecia.
like
It's
I mean,
good. Is it a
regardless,
disease?
Regardless,
it comes in
He's-
like spots. I'm pretty sure.
he's grilling a bald dude and I'm sure it's like a little different for a dude versus a chick, but like, Jada's owned it. She like clearly doesn't let it get to her. Another clip that came up. I've heard it all before. She's talking like, I've heard it all before. That shit doesn't get to me. It's like, what?
Even Chris Rock said he's like, that wasn't even a bad joke.
It
Like,
really wasn't that fucking deep of a joke, dude.
I just
To
thought it
warrant
was a
physical
weird,
assault? And the fact that Will was laughing, I mean, maybe it went over his head, but I don't think it did. Like, it seemed like a pretty obvious
just
joke.
a weird hill to die on.
I feel
Yeah,
like
it was
Jada's
weird.
just wearing the pants,
I think Jada's really wearing the pants, and
and it showed.
I
Like,
showed maybe Will had a little
Will
liquor in him.
Posted this thing on Instagram.
Oh, he's sober.
Fucking piss week. Hold on.
He's
We
drunk.
read it the other day. What was it?
What, it felt like she was promoting her Red Table Talk. Damn near?
100%. It's all fucking just like.
well, that was
Oh,
the
it's like
very.
It's the season of healing,
It's
and
a
I'm here
season
for
of
it.
healing, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Like, isn't her whole Red Table Talk about
This is
healing?
a season for healing, and I'm here for it.
Yep, Chris is coming on. Chris and Will are coming on first episode. But it's just fucking funny to me. I think he went way over the top.
Just feels like a lot of celebrities
But yeah,
these
it is-
days like celebrityism is kind of dying in a sense where anyone could get famous doing anything because of the internet. It seems like the old school celebrities are like the Kanyes, the Kims. These people are like doing whatever they can at all times to stay in the spotlight.
Yeah, like
the Kim and Kanye thing. Like for example, I just saw photos of them today at, I don't know if it was today or whatever it was. I saw the photos today, and they were at their kid's soccer game, and I'm like, all three of them, and Pete included, could be in on this just to be talked about
facts.
all day, every day.
No, and like, why wouldn't you? If
All
you were in
day,
their
every
position,
day.
right? It's like that's
genius.
genius.
That's all they've done in the past. So why would they do anything different now? That's
Right.
all Kanye's ever done. That's all Kim's ever done.
They thrive off controversy. and
Exactly.
For sure, that's all Kim's
And
ever.
they're so
like,
fucking rich. Like, who cares if we're
Kim's
together
getting
or
more
not?
makeup
Like,
sales. Kanye's
Yeah.
getting more streams. It's like it's all just fucking.
bro,
More
Pete,
people are tuning into SNL. Like,
Pete
every week
is
'cause
like
they want to
the-
see
one
if
of the
Pete
most-
says something about it.
they're
It's
like
like
he's like the most famous dude in the world right now. Like Kanye is shitting on him,
And it's
you
just
know? It's
funny as it's just like
bro, I saw the funniest tweet. It's like beefing with Pete Davidson is like fucking. It's like going after Ronald McDonald. It's like he's like a cartoon character. Like it makes no sense. It's like
Yeah.
beefing with SpongeBob or some shit.
Yeah. No,
like,
Pete's
what?
so up. He's like as up as it gets.
I'm sure he doesn't give.
I mean,
a
he's
shit.
fucking Kanye's
No,
ex-wife.
it's fucking Kim. Like fuck if it's Kanye. He's
No, but I'm
fucking
saying
Kim.
he's like
Yeah.
he like
No, but
he has that over Kanye's
probably
head.
is, but
Kanye
it wouldn't
can't say
even
shit to him.
fucking
Bro.
surprise me if they were just like not even doing any of that. It was all just a fat publicity
Yeah,
stunt.
yeah.
Even the text, everything, like everything.
I wonder how deep it
he
goes.
got the
I think it
fucking-
could be all be scripted, but that's how my mind works, you know. Like,
Yeah,
Of course.
Well,
And then you
could-
think, oh,
just
was
because of how they work as a tandem already and how they've made their careers, it's like
of course. Then it makes you think in the Will Chris instance, like it could have been, but I mean, obviously, I don't think it
No.
was. But bro, it's just.
I mean
wild.
that seems like they're such good actors though. It's hard to even fucking tell.
I mean, he
You're
won
like,
Best Actor, so I'm like, shit.
well, that's
I
what's
don't think for
crazy.
a second
I
it was
think
scripted,
Chris, if it was scripted, Chris Rock, he's like that acting after he was like, because did you hear like the unmuted version of
Yeah.
it, bro? It's like he's like awkward as fuck for like 3 seconds.
Yeah, that was a real ass slap.
He's like,
I just got the shit slapped on me by Will
But
Smith.
bro, that
Yeah,
just
yeah.
shows how good he is at comedy, and he's instantly like, "This is the best Oscars of all time."
Literally.
like,
The
who
fact that he
thinks
stayed
of that
immediately.
like right there instead of like he goes there and makes it about the Oscars instead of like the Will Smith thing. He's just so good.
He
Genius.
handled that so composed, bro.
Yeah.
And it could have been like, at first, I think everyone's like, oh, that sucks for Chris, like fucking getting bitch slapped by Will Smith. Like that's gonna be a tarnish. But now, like a few days that have gone by, it's like I think everybody's like, yo, Will.
No, that showed me
Will
what
was
real
doing wrong.
professionalism
Yeah, Chris
actually
was professional.
is.
That was a dub on his end.
But also, be careful who you're making fun of. I guess you never
Yeah.
fucking know.
I
course.
didn't.
There's
watch-
no like rules that they have to agree to your style of comedy. Like,
no.
What if Chris Rock bitch slapped Will Smith when he was up there though? I feel like he's getting kicked out.
I don't think
know.
that's ever something Chris Rock would do.
I know, I mean neither.
Yeah, that's the.
But I'm like the
thing.
fact that he
It's
was
way
up
too
for
cool.
the fact that he was up for Actor of the Year or whatever
Chris Rock
awards.
was?
No. Will.
yeah.
It's like they couldn't kick him out, but it's like so many other people. I don't know. It's just fucking wild.
I didn't watch the Oscars, but I heard there wasn't a host. Like he was just up there, like introducing the next thing.
Who, Chris?
Yeah,
I mean, he was kind of hosting it.
was he?
I mean,
Is
he's
Amy
hosted it. He's
Schumer-
hosted it in the past.
People were saying it was bad because they need to bring a host back or something. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
no,
just-
I didn't even tune in until Skis called us and was like, "Yo, Will Smith just slapped Chris Rock." We're like, "What?" So we look on
talking about?
Twitter. Obviously, we see it everywhere, and then we pulled it up and we made it just in time for Will to make his like speech. We were hoping he won, just so we could hear him say
Yeah. Who was he even up against?
fucking the goats, Denzel Washington,
Oh,
fucking
Denzel was up
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, I knew he
fucking
was up for it.
Everybody. That's
King Richard,
anybody.
have you guys seen?
I still haven't seen it,
I
and
still
I want
haven't
to
either.
so bad.
Super good performance.
Do
But-
Serena and Venus get an Oscar for that?
No.
Like when Best Actor wins, does everyone who's involved with the movie get an Oscar?
No, only Will gets it for that. But
I
like,
think maybe if it
Like what if Best Cinematography? Like, do they get an
No.
Oscar for that?
maybe for best picture, but
like Best Story.
because I know like Grammys, if anybody's like even
I don't think there is a
songwriter
best
on the
story
song,
category.
Right. Yeah.
if they're involved in any way, but that's because like they all were an integral part of the song. I think it's because the categories are so specific, like hyper specific, and it's like, oh, your actual acting performance,
Right, right.
You get the award.
No,
you
that's
know?
exactly what it is. I
Yeah.
think maybe they do because people randomly get Grammys just for being a part of like.
Or like producer of the year, songwriter of the year. Like there are those niche ones, but like if you're part of a project in any facet that wins a Grammy,
Yeah.
you get a Grammy as well. Even if you
Yeah.
song wrote on
I
one
think
song.
I think that would be the case for best picture, like,
Right. If you're involved at all in the picture, you get an Oscar.
and I think that's just like them letting them do their story. I guess them letting the
Like when Billy
Hollywood
and
make
Phineas got the Oscar for
Yeah, what was
best
that?
song or whatever. the
007?
fuck.
Skyfall.
Yeah, the 007.
It was a
Hard.
best song.
But
thing.
is it just them two that got it?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
they
I
probably
wonder.
just wrote it, right? Just them.
Yeah, I mean they got it, but then like I think anybody who was involved with it
With the
in terms
song
of
gets an
production
Oscar.
would also get one.
Yeah, I think.
But the lead actor doesn't get one for that.
No,
right?
yeah,
No.
just the
No.
music.
That's just the music.
But it
So,
probably
see, they
was
have those
only
music
Billy.
marks.
But I think
and
the people who
Phineas.
like, let's say, mix the song or like,
For sure. I mean, they
Yeah.
made it. you
They
know?
all, they all get one.
I think whoever partakes gets a piece.
It'd be sick to win best supporting role, like how Brad Pitt won it in Once Upon a Time. Like, you just got to feel like the best.
I didn't even know the
Wingman.
actor who won this year.
Yeah.
Well, the male,
yeah,
like,
for sure.
he looked like a fucking hard ass though.
Oh, you watched it? I didn't see
No, I just
any of the
I
awards.
saw like
I love the Oscars too, but I just didn't tune in. I don't know.
I didn't
No,
know that they were like.
I didn't know they were going on until Skis
I
called
know,
us. Bro, Will Smith just bitch slapped Chris Rock. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this has to be a little stunt thing.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I love tap. Like, they're homies probably playing around. And I was like, oh my God. Very
Like,
taken aback.
yeah.
this guy
Like, he
Troy
fucking clocked him, bro.
Troy
It's crazy.
Kotzer. It's from the movie Coda, like
Yeah, I never.
Children of Deaf Adults.
Did you guys see?
My dad said it was insane. Like
what was
that's
it?
sick too. Like as he won, he signed "I Love You." Like
It's sick.
super hard.
The Bradley Cooper where he's dating Barbara Streisand. What was it? Why no something?
I don't think he would date Barbara. Would he?
No, in the movie he did.
Unless he's a big cougar guy. Oh, in the
What?
movie.
I forget what it's called, but it was up for a bunch of awards, and it was like
It was Bradley Cooper.
it's literally on my tongue, and people know that what I'm talking about. I know for a fact. Yeah, Bradley Cooper, but I don't know if he won anything.
Did you guys watch Dogs of War?
No.
Dogs of War
Unless
with Miles Teller.
Oh wait, no, not Dogs of
That's
War.
War Dogs.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, maybe it's not that.
movie.
Something my parents were told me about, and they said it was terrible, but it was up for some Oscars.
So that's
Really?
the thing. There's always going to be those movies that are just like critically.
Dogs
Acclaimed.
of War. No, it's something else.
Or
It's
it's like,
Man,
fuck, I forget.
that's the movie Benedict Cumberbatch was in, I believe. Hold on.
movie talk aside, I just got to say, I really like this environment. It's like nice.
Yeah, the
Yeah, it feels
atmosphere.
good.
It's like really bright. I'm looking out. I'm watching the world go by. I'm not really missing out on much.
Of course, we got Trader Joe's right there. We got a gym, people fucking going to and from.
People going to Sunset.
Just
Just
like I'm in the
watching
thick of the
Sunset
world,
Boulevard.
Wait, what was I gonna look up though, real quick? Oh, Dogs or
Dogs of
whatever.
War.
I think it was Benedict Cumberbatch.
I feel like Lords of Dogtown. That's a good movie.
Oh no, yeah, that's not it.
It's the one he just did. It's what he got
It's on
nominated.
Netflix. I saw
The Power of the
the
Dog.
The Power of the Dog.
Yeah, it's the
The
one he
Power
just
of the
did.
Dog. That's Benedict.
She won. I think the girl who directed it won the Oscar.
I heard it's just slow as fuck. Which
I
is,
heard
like,
it's
not
this
my speed.
literally.
I think there's literally a billboard right there for it. It's just behind that.
I heard it wasn't great either. I heard it in terms of like the performances were amazing.
People said
Okay.
it was like super sad. I never was inclined to watch it, and it was on Netflix.
Yeah, me neither. Benedict
What?
Cumberbatch.
What are you gonna say out of your
I
little
was hoping
mouth?
we get a short film nom for our Out of Pocket trailer.
Yeah, what the fuck? We didn't get.
I think we got snubbed.
Wait. Did we? We must not have submitted.
We didn't submit. Oh, we didn't
We
submit.
were
That's
late.
what it was.
That's what it was. It was right
Yeah.
past deadline.
We should submit something to
we obviously
Sundance.
would've
Just fuck
gotten
around
a short film award or nomination at least
for
our
Out of Pocket
trailer. Like,
trailer.
How long does it have to be considered a short film?
3
12
minutes.
and a half minutes. No,
I think you can do a 5
No,
minute
it's like
short
I don't
film.
think you can't go past a certain limit. You know,
We should make a short film.
So you're
I think
leaving.
it's super hard to get into those festivals, huh?
Not when you're brothers with Jonah Hill.
Not when
That's
you're brother.
true.
Not when you're JHB. You're going to Austin tomorrow, Sammy? Bright and
Yeah,
early?
tomorrow AM 7:30.
Lake Travis.
Oh, it's for
Lake
sure.
Travis, yeah, it's confirmed.
That's
You're gonna
amazing.
be on a boat about 24 hours
We're
from
on a
now.
boat. About 20. Yeah.
What it'll be,
That
it'll
makes
be
me
like
so jealous.
5:30 p.m. there tomorrow night.
No, I get there at noon. I get there at noon, and then
Yeah, you can. I've not a proper boat
and it's supposed-
excursion in a
and
while.
it's supposed to be 89.
Fuck.
That's so
Yeah,
nice.
it's
Last time
gonna
I was
be
on a
good.
boat was in like Miami, and I was like yacht vibes. Like I want to go on like
Love.
a
Yeah.
daytime.
And like
I
I'm
love
gonna be like wake surfing. And
Yeah, but
fucking-
wake surfing is better than wakeboarding, and
Way
I'm
better.
for sure about
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah,
I'm like fully backing that,
yeah, I agree.
and I'm
I-
good.
Okay, I looked it
Yeah.
I
up.
like both.
good.
Wake
Yeah,
I
surfing,
feel like
like, I
I'm great.
can't.
I'm really
I can't
good.
do jumps, so it's like depending if you want to like go.
Well, you
crazy.
can jump,
You can-
especially if you hold on to the rope like for a little bit and fuck around.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably do like a little shove, but I'm saying like our level, like
Yeah.
we could.
Well, we're probably like on separate.
Whoa, have you been going crazy recently?
No, I just did like a week in Lake Powell, and I swear
Did you
we had
get
an
air?
instructor. No air, honestly.
Shove it.
But 360s, me and Josh were so close, like just on the ground, 360.
Flatboard, huh?
Bro,
Wait, wake surf?
wake surfing. Yeah. And that's like
I can do the 180s.
the 180s are, yeah, but I'm not very good switch, and you need like a.
Has anyone ever just fallen forward and just face gets mangled by the
Wakeboarding
No,
for sure.
Because most of them have
Oh.
like under deck.
No,
like,
but
this
you're
little, like,
you're still
Yeah.
like 6-7 feet back. I can play with that wave like all the way at 12 feet back, and then like I can get onto the boat.
You can. That's what I'm saying. You can get up close. I'm like, I wonder if anyone's like caught an arm or some shit.
We should do a gang trip. What was that?
3 to 5 minutes.
But like
short
Sundance, I guess, will have themes sometimes and be like, make a film on this theme. Like filmmakers and directors are invited to submit a 3 to 5 minute short film inspired by the theme, making a go of it. This was 2014 London Sundance. Looks
like we gotta submit. Let's get our fucking. Let's put our minds together.
It would be actually so sick.
Yeah, that's like my goal.
I think we're gonna start. I mean, I think Bruce should, at least for our first one, every time we go to Scottsdale or he comes back, we film not only the podcast but a short film.
100%.
Just like even if it's like
Be 2
thrown
minutes.
together, like let's just fuck around.
I just
want to
make sure like the story or whatever, like it's strong, you know, like.
Yeah, but we don't have like a budget for like like black eye.
Yeah, low.
Well, we can do that. Yeah.
Black eye.
No, but like black eyes,
Black
like you know what I'm
No,
saying?
we can
like,
easily do a lot of that stuff.
black eye, we can get a black eye for sure.
I'm sure we could.
Yeah, we got a couple friends. Yeah, it's like
Depending on how, like,
even a short film though could cost like, I'm sure like the ones that are submitted to Sundance probably are like $500,000, $1 million, maybe even more. Like I don't really know.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm sure. Like
I mean, I guess you could really make them.
You can make 'em low
just
budget,
as
too.
good without that.
I'm sure.
It's like music videos. You can spend $1 million, or
Yeah,
100
you might
racks.
not get. You might not
or you
really-
can spend 2 racks and get a way colder.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Or the same product.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. You could ball out and nobody could give a fuck. You
Yeah.
know? It's all about checks and balances, pros and cons.
My goal is really, I guess, I just want to make shit that's refreshing to me, which I know would be refreshing to others. Like new, unique stories. I'm sick and tired of remakes.
Right.
I mean, everything in Hollywood's a remake these days.
Pretty much only remakes.
I don't mind good remakes. It's good.
It's probably like 3 Supermans coming out in the next 5 years, like 4 Spider-Mans,
Yeah, it's like more
new
Batman,
actors.
more
Yeah.
fucking whatever.
Yeah. They're good.
I don't
Like, I'm
mind.
excited for the Doctor Strange.
All the best things that come out, like, are books that have been adapted.
Yeah.
What else?
I mean, the best movies are books.
Yeah.
Are from books. I feel
I
like.
think so.
I would agree. Adaptations.
What's the best movie that's not a book?
Probably anything Quentin Tarantino.
Literally, honestly, that's a really good bet.
What else is on your guys' minds this fine afternoon, huh?
I'm so excited to leave LA for a little bit.
You're excited?
How
So
long are
excited.
you going?
Probably like a week. I just got a one-way. But I'll probably go till like Friday.
That boy's never gonna return.
Fuck.
He just gets lost in Lake Travis.
And
He
then
becomes the
after-
ghost of Lake Travis.
You could just go straight to Arizona,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And then Johnson and G could just fly or drive.
Hey, we got.
And if
well,
Geneva
I got
wants to come, obviously she can come.
I got Austin, and then we got.
But she better not
Scottsdale.
get in the way of our work.
Yeah.
She
How
won't.
dare
No, she would. We'll kick her out.
No, then we got Scottsdale, and then we got Coachella, which
They muted that just now for us, I think.
Oh yeah,
They
know.
did.
they
There's
know
an
we're
ambulance
Like,
driving
literally,
by.
he's
Thank you guys.
thanks, guys.
Super respectful ambuli here.
The fire department.
Yeah, I think I'm done on stuff like Coachella. I'm
Yeah,
done,
it's
man.
scary.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what it'll be like without being like completely wasted the entire time.
I'm
Yeah.
so over like forcing myself to like the fear of missing out. It's not there anymore.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's fully gone.
Yeah,
I
FOMO's
actually
gone.
could give 2 fucks.
I don't
yeah.
get FOMO at all anymore. I feel like if something's there for me to do, and like, sure, I will absolutely do it. But I'm not like, fuck, I need to find a way. Like, I was in Omaha, and I was there for one night, and Mike and Josh and Juddy, they were all going to the Morgan Wallen concert. He happened to be in Omaha the one day I got back from Colorado, and I love Morgan Wallen. I was like, oh my god, I would love to see this show. I'm on Craigslist, like, hitting up a couple people for tickets, and then they're like, come on, we'll find a way to get you in. I'm just like, bro, I'm just gonna get an Uber home.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys are gonna have a good night, but like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it'd be.
There's like
amazing.
certain times.
it's easy
like,
for me to bite the bullet. It's easier for me to bite the bullet
Yeah.
now.
Like
and
I
shit.
definitely don't have FOMO at all if it's like an LA thing. If it's like, yo, come
Not
to
at
fucking
all.
Doheny room and we're going to Poppy.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh my
I'm
God.
good.
No,
But
yeah,
like
I would have
certain,
more FOMO of like if you were in Arizona with like skis and all my boys and I was somewhere else. Like that
Yeah.
would give me FOMO.
Right.
like new experiences are like if all my boys are going to fucking
Hawaii. For
Hawaii, it's like,
Oh my
okay,
God,
that's
yeah.
cool.
Love to
That's
do
like
that.
Yeah,
something cool. will
Okay,
come.
that's fair. I haven't
Something
lost that
different.
FOMO. But like in terms of like going to Coachella or like
yeah.
we're going to Art Basel or whatever this week.
Yeah, but that'd be a vibe.
it would be, but like,
Holy shit!
But I wouldn't get
Scared. You
FOMO
would
for
get
not
FOMO.
going.
it would be a vibe if it was just like you were there and you just like, oh, I just
I'm
teleported.
sure, no,
there.
it would be a great time. I know it would be. Like everything we do is great, and then we have fun at it. Like, but
Yeah,
You don't dwell.
it'd be sick to go
Anymore.
with like a guy who's worth $1 billion and like kind of console
the
him on.
aftermath of
Yeah,
those
buy
things-
that.
Yeah, exactly. the aftermath for those things, like I can't. I was telling Sammy, I was like, I just feel normal after drinking for your birthday, and that was like a week ago. Like I'm over losing 5 days
of my week.
I'm over it. Like I actually don't want it.
No, it sucks.
At all. I'm so over it.
Yeah, that
and
really
I can't
is.
not drink. Like I obviously have a crazy addictive personality. I can't not black out, or I can't drink until like I drink everything in sight.
Well, it'd be interesting when you're doing 75 hard because you'll have those moments where like you might go out and then you just get to experience it from a completely like honestly a perspective you may have never even seen before because
True.
you'll be completely sober in a place and you'll be like, oh wait, this sucks, or this is cool and like I can be sober. But usually it's like, why would I be here? This sucks.
Yeah, I just feel like I haven't been like professional in like. I wouldn't hire myself the way I've been acting the last few years. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm sick of that.
I had to go out recently where I just got stoned and like had a few drinks, 3-4 drinks the whole night,
Right.
and it was a much different experience, but it was just way more in control and it was fun because like the actual interactions I was having weren't just like
No-
your voice like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
There's no
yelling
blank spots
and
in your
yeah.
memory.
I think
It's
what
like-
would help when we go out too is not pre-gaming. Just like going out and we get our first drink there. You know, like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just glad March is over. I'm like, bro, like I was getting iced in the club. It's like my
Well, it's your
fucking-
birthday.
yeah,
you know.
my shit was already out the window.
you were getting iced in the club.
I got iced in the club, a fat Smirnoff Ice.
what at Hyde?
At Barlease, and I had to like, go
Barlease.
down.
Oh my god, I forgot that was Celia.
Yeah, just really.
She
I
goes,
don't even remember
Let's
who
get
it was.
Johnson.
That's
It was
the
Celia.
thing.
And I was
It
like,
must
I
have
was
been.
like,
She
oh,
bought
he's-
an ice.
She brought an ice
She brought
into
an
the
ice
club.
into Barlease just for me to
Wow.
get on the knee, and it was a big boy. It wasn't just like a fucking.
Did you
know,
finish it?
That was the fastest I've seen you chug.
Yeah, I did
Wow.
finish it.
You had like a little audience.
No, but he was like had an audience and he already had a few drinks in him. His gullet was warm.
Yeah,
The thing
he
is,
had
I
one
don't
bullet.
remember actually drinking the ice until I saw it on video the next day.
Yeah,
You'll lose a couple.
That's what I'm
Couple
saying.
hours.
I'm fucking over that. I just want to make good work.
Yeah, and then celebrate it. That's the fun.
That's
I
the thing
think
too. Like,
dominate.
celebrating for no reason. Like, I mean, obviously Johnson's birthday. That's different, but
yeah. Like now, like the scaries are just way worse the next day or the next fucking 72 hours because it's like, bro,
just so
I don't know.
fucking
Like,
tired.
yeah, like I don't have enough brain power to have conversations or like if I have a phone call with somebody that I'm not gonna say the right things because I'm like I don't give a fuck what's happening because I feel like shit.
Yeah, and you're like unmotivated.
Yeah,
And you're like,
but like
bro,
if
I'm-
I just fucking turn in an album, like now I can fucking celebrate because like I finished something.
Work is done. Yeah,
Yeah,
for now.
It's like if we ever want to
feel
make
like-
it to like Trey Song status, like fucking.
yeah.
I feel like
Mikey
work's
Osiris
addicting
status.
too. Though the more
Yeah.
you work and the more you stay in that lane and like are creative, the more you want to stay in that lane.
Yeah, and the easier
Because
it
once
is.
it's the same as like working out. Like once you drop out, it's harder getting back in than it is staying in.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, and
Like when
it's-
you're in a creative flow, writing or making music, like it's so you're
You can
already
get addicted
You're
to
already
that.
like a fucking vessel. Like
Yeah,
of
the
whatever.
flow is such a
a
good
vessel of
feeling.
love.
It's the hopping in and hopping out that I like can't do anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's we gotta get addicted to the work and the results, and
If that's what we really want, and I think it's what I really want.
it's like when you see a good reaction from like people that you put your work out to, it's like it makes you want to double down on it,
yeah.
But it's like you got to put it out.
Quentin
You gotta get it
Tarantino was
out.
saying like every time you push something out, you should be kind of embarrassed, a little nervous. That means you know you were vulnerable and like
For sure.
You-
well, even like
you
when I like
actually put real
like
effort
I'll
in.
play a song in the car, like yo, tell me about this, and like I played one, and you're like, bro, this is fucking sick, and it's like,
And I didn't say that about all of them.
no, yeah, you're like, this is my favorite.
I was
you
like,
played.
this one is cool, and it was like the last one he played. I was
Yeah.
like, this one's you. It's good. It's yeah.
Yeah, and like
That one is good.
that reassurance itself is like enough to keep it flowing, like
Yeah,
lock,
Yeah.
keep it locked in, little shit like that.
100%.
But
So should we tell some knock knock jokes or some riddles?
Yeah, we should do some
Do
riddles.
you have a riddle for us?
no.
Damn it,
You have any knock knock jokes?
Oh, and I was thinking, I was like thinking about bringing scripts, and I was like, fuck, I don't know how this is gonna go, so I didn't. Bring
I mean,
it.
this is a good little test run just to make sure.
Yeah.
Well, like we still
You
gotta
can't
check-
see where we're at,
Are we
right?
good on the bids?
I think we're still
I
going.
think we're dialed.
Video check
Let's
in
just do some Ask the
progress.
Cast though. Let's talk
Yeah.
to people real quick.
What number is it
Yeah,
at?
we're still in.
What movie are you seeing? Wait, before we go.
Morbius
Oh, okay.
with Jared, and I don't know his last name.
Jared Kushner?
Leto.
Leto or Leto?
I think it's Leto.
I want it to be Leto.
I heard he was like.
I don't know.
I can't hold the mic, bro. I've been like silently watching how I like hold the mic.
Yeah, and
this whole
I'm
time.
wondering if this makes a lot of noise in there because I keep hitting it on accident.
I just hold it up because I don't want it to go down.
Jared's been getting relatively close to Mars as of late, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's like 30 seconds out, I think.
Real shit.
Yeah,
You know he's 50.
nah. Bro,
Yeah.
he's got so many movies. Have you seen the WeWork documentary? Like, WeWork, like the
No,
space you can go. It's
Is
called
that
We.
what
Or yes, I
Called
do
We
know.
Crashed.
No, WeWork is like a bunch of like office spaces
In like a building.
A
They
building.
own a building and they lease it out to, like, for instance, we're invested in this app called Genies. And at the very beginning of their success, when they didn't have any success, they were renting office space in this place called WeWork. And it was like they were right next to another company trying to make it. And it's like a competitive space where you can go and like everyone's like working.
Of course, yeah.
And so Jared Leto or Leto is playing the guy who's now like, worth billions. And I guess he's kind of like, he's got like this God thing where he feels like he's God. He's a complete asshole, but like that's what makes him super successful kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
What's
Are you
that
saying
thing?
Jared,
God,
like in real life?
God
complex.
complex,
God
yeah.
complex, yeah.
Okay.
You think you are, a deity?
I saw it on HBO Max.
Did we do Ask the
yesterday.
Cast or no?
No,
No, we should.
we need your
Wait, I don't think we did one.
Did we post one?
I don't
Oh, we
see
did.
one on here.
unless I posted on my story,
Oh,
which
okay.
in that case I would have to check my shit.
We would be screwed.
No, you didn't either. It must have we were probably like in the thing down there, and it
Let's just
didn't
come up
post.
with good questions for ourselves.
Okay, if you were diagnosed with rabies, who'd be the first person you would bite?
Probably either Colby Calais or Mark Ruffalo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo, interesting call.
Yeah, I mean, he might turn green, so.
No, I didn't even think about
Yeah,
that.
he's kind of a rabies spreader, super spreader, as they
Yeah,
say.
that's what they say.
I'd probably go with Mason Plumlee.
Yeah.
I mean, just a big guy with rabies like that would be an interesting thing to see.
That is
Yeah.
cool.
Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman
Jason
and
Bateman? That would be
or
dangerous.
Gwyneth
You'd be in
Paltrow.
fucking danger's way
Yeah.
if you bit
Or
Bateman.
Jared Kushner.
Yeah.
Imagine a Bateman. Oh, yeah, I'm thinking of Jason Bourne.
Well, I'll buy him too, though.
That's Matt Damon.
It's
Yeah.
Matt Damon.
Or is it? I mean, truly, he exists in his own universe.
Like, who would be like fun just to, like witness in a feral state? You know,
Felix
Gibson.
Baumgartner. Oh my
I
god,
feel like he's already.
I would
kinda got
not
a
do
little-
well with him. I gotta run from that rabies guy.
Who's the dirtiest A-list celebrity?
The dirtiest. What
Like
do you mean? Like,
smelliest.
Oh,
Oh,
smelliest.
pure smell.
Harvey Weinstein.
Well, he's not. Well, he is A-list, I guess.
Well,
but-
if you are a convicted pedophile or creep, like, can you still be A-list?
yeah,
And can you smell good?
you can be infamous A-list. There's
true.
an infamous A-list. Harvey Weinstein. That's all I got right now. But there are some
I don't
guys.
want to speculate. I don't want to
Who's
speculate.
dirty though? No, let's speculate.
Billy Bob Thornton.
He
But I feel
seems
like
clean.
he low-key smells great. I
I
don't
feel
know
like
why.
he gets out of the shower and his hair like kind of quaffs
I feel like he
itself.
just like smokes cigarettes in his car with the windows rolled up.
Oh my god, the Italian way. One time our drummer told me a story like that's why he hates cigarettes so much. He grew up in Switzerland, but his parents are Italian, or one of them is.
They were just smoking.
Yeah, and on the way to school, it would be so cold in Switzerland, but they would smoke cigarettes in the car. And just
be boxing
hated
in front of their children. It's like a fucking Waffle House in there. It's crazy.
That's what my dad said the same thing. He hates it. But he said like his mom and dad would smoke in their house like
The
crazy.
fact that you used to be able to just fucking gas out airplanes.
Bro, and there was a no smoking section and a smoking section.
So-
Like,
And all the same air was being ventilated
Like,
in
come
the
on.
same way.
It's
and
just
our
fucking
parents-
circulating the smoke throughout
were
the
our
whole-
parents on those planes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Pretty sure
That's
we were.
crazy. Yeah, were we as little
I wonder
numbnuts?
as young kids, like when did they stop the smoking on planes? I'm curious.
I think it was like
80s.
no. I think it was like I think
No,
it's
I'm-
2002?
I'm going
No,
Google,
no, it's like
dude.
2000. I think. I just looked it up like 6 months ago.
It's wild.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
2000.
We would all go to New York and like you would have a cigarette and you could smoke it on the plane.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
Be sick.
It'd be a cool
honestly.
vibe, honestly.
Be
If you,
sick
if
if
you
they
were
had,
into
like,
cigs
a-
at the time, if you weren't, though, it would suck.
But also, like when you look
Yeah.
at photos of people on planes back in the day, it's like much more put together. Like I feel like it's all fucking over the place nowadays. Like
Well, everyone like is wearing like suits
yeah,
and
it's
like every seat's a first class seat. I feel
Yeah.
like.
And nobody.
I was right. The 1980s.
Wow.
And nobody on our flights.
wait that you can stop smoking.
Yeah.
What did I look up? Something was 2000.
The bans on in-flight smoking have been imposed in a piecemeal manner around the world beginning in the 1980s. I knew it.
Man, we might have to start the Kush agenda. Get a little Kush section in the back. You know,
I'd be cool with that.
you
You
can
know.
put up a nice barrier. You and your boys are back.
Well,
there.
okay. Do you remember
Higher
after
price ticket, of course.
we were in
Ticket price.
Rotterdam or maybe Amsterdam? We were playing a
Rotterdam's
show.
in Netherlands, right?
Yeah, we were definitely in the Netherlands. I don't know what city.
Da.
Yeah, exactly.
Type vibe.
And smoking is so normal there,
Mhm.
like especially cigarettes, but obviously weed too. But this thing was made for cigarettes, and it's so cold there in the winter, and like there's barely any sun. So
Yeah.
they had this thing in the common area And after our show, we smoked in it. It was like a box.
Oh, in the airport.
And there was no, not the airport. Well, I think they
wasn't
might
like in
have
the
it.
airport lounge, and there was like
No, it was after a show,
Well,
and
they have
we
those
played.
now, but you can smoke weed.
there's a little outdoor area
Okay.
in like the
No,
No,
it
I
was
was saying that's what
inside.
you were saying. No, I don't know. Like at the
Well,
airport,
we smoked weed
for
in them.
cigarettes, like but like I was like, you could probably smoke
After
weed.
our
in it.
show, we played at like a school of music, and it was like in like a common area in the school of music, but inside next to an elevator. And Phil was like, "Got a treat for you boys." And I was like, "What is he about to show
remember
us?"
what you're talking
He
about.
rolled us a joint, and he had himself a little spliffy because he liked his little tobacco in there. And he's like, "Follow me."
There's like a lot of good natural light in this building. Right?
Yeah, 100%.
remember. I
It
think
was
that
like the
might
most
have been Denmark,
beautiful.
or-
Yeah, maybe it was
I think it was
Copenhagen.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Anyways,
Crazy. We smoked in it, and there's like it's vacuumed, like
Sucks
it
it
just
out.
sucks it out, but it
Yeah.
doesn't make a loud noise that it's doing it, and it's happening.
Are you talking in the airport?
No, we were we were in the school of music, like some school of music.
Okay.
damn, so
And
you could just smoke weed in these
we
schools?
smoked weed in there. Yeah, I think it's obviously made for cigarettes, but I'm sure people smoke weed.
Well,
in there.
I said airport because when I was flying to Africa, there was an airport I landed in, like a connecting,
Yeah.
and there's like in the airport there's cigarettes places like rooms.
Yeah,
And the same vacuum
yeah,
vibe.
yeah.
And,
But that's like a whole room, but it still smells like cigarettes in there.
yeah.
Like this was like a pod, like this
pod.
big,
Yeah, it was
like
like
this
Oh, really?
big,
It's
and like
so
there was
weird.
Jay, that's
thing.
okay if it goes like that.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I
You
get
would
just I'm so tweaked.
you would
but-
just see the you would see the what do you call it?
Arsenio
Smoke
Hall.
flying up through the vents.
Who
and
is
shit.
Arsenio Hall? I feel like that's a bad word.
Nah, he's got a
Hall.
show.
Who is
Late
your
Night House?
favorite actor, not actress, and why? Nah, not why. No one cares.
I have so many, dude. It's just like, they're all
I don't know if
you
I can
different
pick.
for like
Who's the first actor that comes to your mind? Right.
Denzel
No.
Washington.
Yeah, like Leo.
I love Leo more about his culturalness, like like him in culture than I even liked a lot of his movies. Like,
He's so. Just
he has a
dope.
few movies that I think are great, but a lot of
You
them
guys
I'm
should
not a
watch
big
Body
fan.
of Lies tonight. So
Body of Lies?
fucking good.
Is that a
And
Leo
it didn't
movie?
even it didn't even get him, and I think it's not Gerard. Is it Gerard
I
Butler?
think Denzel
Who's
might
the
be
other
one.
guy? Russell Crowe. I don't know
like
why
him.
I get them mixed up.
No, I get them mixed up so
It's
much.
so weird. They're like 10, 15 years apart. But Russell Crowe's in it. Leo's in it. They both work for the CIA. Russell Crowe's kind of in charge of Leo, and Leo's like the on the ground guy.
What's
and
it
like
called again?
I'm on Body of Lies.
We were gonna watch that.
It is honestly, it got like maybe 60% on Rotten Tomatoes. Not that great, but like I watched it on my flight home. It's like 2.5 hours. I thought it was so good. He's just good in it. You're just
Yeah.
like
No, he's definitely a good
you
actor.
forget he's Leo.
I don't know why I don't put him in my like top actors though. I don't know why.
Denzel's cold.
Denzel might be mine, Loki.
I'm biased towards
Favorite actress, or just first one you think of.
Well, first one I thought of
Charlize.
is last night. Like was dope. Amy Adams.
She's good.
Like
She is
she was
very good.
killing it in the movie last
I think
night.
Charlize Theron.
She's dope.
She's fucking dope. I think the
She's
girl
so
that
sick.
that
Meryl
just,
Streep
that
is
just passed
so-
away, Helen McCroy, might be like
I
literally.
don't even
my-
know. I would know her
Peaky?
face. I don't know.
She
Yeah.
went from Peaky. Yeah,
Oh,
she was
wow.
cold.
She's sick.
Aunt May.
Dude,
Or
she
Aunt Polly.
Aunt Paul, yeah, Aunt Paul.
Aunt May is
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. No,
Yeah.
she is like she's
Spider-Man.
done a shit ton of stuff, but she's up there. Like I would love.
She
to
was like a theater
act
actress,
with her.
wasn't she?
Yeah,
Like
for
that's
sure.
why she's so good.
National Theater and all sorts of stuff.
Do you guys have any weird phobias? Like something that nobody's scared of, but you're just like it tweaks you?
Trypophobia
What is that?
It's the whole.
Study
Is that
of
like the
cats?
small dots and shit?
everywhere. I've definitely gotten better at it.
That gives me
I've
like a little chill through
confronted my
body, but I'm not that scared.
phobia. Like I can feel my face getting itchy just talking about it. It's so weird.
Really?
Yeah, it's so weird. But I've definitely gotten better. Like I used to not like actually freak out. That's a first ever real phobia where I was like, damn. Like I couldn't control my body and how it felt. Like it hurt. It made me feel weird.
I fucking hate like nail files. Like if I see a nail file, it'll just make me like grit my teeth.
I love.
That's
I,
not a phobia.
I love
is
nail
it?
files.
It's just something you don't like, right?
Well, because like
Like a
some-
phobia is like a fear. You're not afraid of a nail file.
I'm not afraid of it, but I would never let somebody file my nails. Like ever. Like a lady did it once and like hit a nerve, and I'm just like, it makes me just fucking like I just hate them. Like, but I'm not like
I love
running away from nail files. But
I love them too.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
they're gonna
I
get me.
love them,
You
bro.
just
I
gotta
love
trust your ladies, you know?
Yeah, I love them. Like
Yeah, she might have been an amateur. Who knows?
Probably was.
But never been.
no,
back
that's a
since.
that's a weird. I get it, like because it is almost like nails on a chalkboard vibe ish,
Mm.
kind of.
That's more what it is. Like, I guess isn't a phobia? Maybe not, but
It's weird
Fuck
that you
yeah.
have
It could
feeling
be.
in your teeth. Like when you said nails on chalkboard, I felt it in my tooth.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know what a phobia. A phobia is just a fear of something, but like
I don't have any rare ones. Like I don't like. I'll be on a plane. I'll be like, I am 40,000 feet in the air. Like if anything goes wrong, I'm fucking dead.
I think I'm a little claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Claustrophobic.
I have a phobia of like those cave dwellers.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
god, that's
spelunking.
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
Bro,
Worst.
Shane used to like put a blanket over my body, like when I was little, and just sit on me, and I'd be trapped under like a big ass blanket, couldn't move, and I would panic.
Oh
like,
my god.
Yeah,
It was
that
like
would-
dark, can't breathe, can't move. Yeah, that shit sucks.
Or like, have you ever been like stuck at the bottom of a dog pile, like
Yeah.
when you're playing football growing
Yeah,
up?
horrible.
Ooh, bro.
Bro, in like
It
sixth
makes
grade,
my
we would.
chest pump
Bro, I
stand.
remember me and my friend group. There was like 10 of us. We would pick one kid and just dogpile him all recess.
Oh my
All-
god.
That was Johnson.
That's so bad. Like such.
It's just bullying, you know.
Bro, we
They try.
we took his shirt. Like we took everything.
Oh, that's bullying.
like he
that's
was our
bull-
boy too. We would be like, "You're the one today."
Right, right, right.
It was- yeah. It was
Yeah.
definitely bullying.
That was a thing back in like grade school. That like
Bro,
Fun to pick
like,
on.
we're all boys,
Bro,
but
and I
like
remember they brought us all
every
in, and they're
day.
like, "You guys can't like do this. This is not good."
No.
But we thought it was like fun. We weren't trying to bully him. Like, it
No,
wasn't,
no,
like,
no. You don't think about the psychological effects long term, like in the moment. You're 7 or you're 12.
I think it's cool that you can look at anything, and picture what it feels like to your tongue. Like,
What? I know exactly what this would
Like,
be like.
yeah, I mean, you can like look at the roses, and
Like,
like,
isn't that crazy? I know that.
you can tell what it would feel like.
But do you think it's because you've put your tongue on so many things at this
So
point
many
in your
different
life?
materials / textures.
Probably.
Yeah, I know exactly what
That's
that
exactly
rose
what it
how
is.
it's gonna feel on my tongue. Yeah.
But I've licked a rose before.
Isn't it crazy
I'm
that
sure
there's
I
like
have,
an
yeah. I've
actual
probably eaten one.
number?
Well, I've
had them right here, so I feel like it's the same thing.
Oh, just smelling them?
Yeah,
And a chick named Rose. I'm sure you have too. That's so
Whoa.
I hope so.
It's crazy that like there is a specific number to everything that you've done, but you'll never know. Like I used to like, I don't know why at class like assemblies, like in the gym in elementary school, like when someone would finish, like a grade would finish and you got to clap, I'd be like, I'm gonna catch my dad in claps. Like I would think
No
that
way.
sometimes, like
For lifetime
I think I
claps?
can do it, and I would like be clapping so much. I was like, my dad doesn't clap that much, like, but he's born in 1963,
And
like.
it's so funny because no one will ever know
And,
or care.
but I was like, maybe one day it will be trackable, and so I was like, I'm gonna get up there.
like you plug in your body, you've had 14,924 claps in the last 3 months. It's like, whoa,
And like your heartbeat,
that'd be crazy.
your heart has beaten a specific number of times,
Yeah.
like, and this is another one. And every time you've said the word "it" or "the," like those should be all tracked.
Or even like the amount of time we piss.
Yeah,
Like one of
Yeah.
us has more than
the most.
rest.
Yeah, it probably is Bruce.
Let's be real, man. I do have a small bladder.
Well, no, but yeah, you're also
Johnson
you have
probably came the
6
most.
months
He
more.
does the most jerking off.
Oh yeah, I'm also
Came
older than
most?
you guys.
Yeah.
I'm older than you. I'm older
I
than
don't
you.
know
How
about
much-
that. Gee, you should have seen his tear back in the old days.
Back in the old days, what are we
It was
mentioning?
breaking
Wait, what
records.
were they talking
Oh
about?
yeah, 18 a day. No, yeah, it's kind of nuts.
Do you think there's anything you?
That was a good one.
Yeah. Do you think there's anything like you've beaten like the average 80-year-old at currently? Like you're ahead of them at?
Yeah, probably like video games played.
True. Yeah.
like
yeah.
times
obviously.
in a
Hours.
recording booth.
But I guess things that were readily available to both of you.
Like make free throws.
Like, are you a big skipper? Do you like to skip?
the average though, yeah, you're probably
I probably galloped more than every 80-year-old ever.
more backflips than
More
any,
backflips,
than
yeah.
any average 80-year-old, even one who could do them. No, but there's gymnast 80-year-olds.
Bro, what if we all just started as a gang? Anywhere we go, we just like fucking gallop.
That's like Monty Python.
Oh my god,
But like we just don't ever mention it. Like we'll just pull up on a group of chicks at a bar. They see us all coming in hot.
They'll
just
probably
galloping.
gallop away.
I'm not galloping up on hoes.
Nah.
What if we made it a thing though? What if like we somehow created a wave? You got to be bold and different, to create a wave. So maybe we start galloping.
Try that and let us know.
Should I try it?
Yeah.
do you think there's
I'll
like
be
a
the guinea
guy
pig.
group just like us, but all of them are named Ryan or something like that?
There's probably a group of 4
Like, we got
guy
two
Ryans.
Jacks right here, like,
Yeah, there probably is a group of 4 Jacks.
and they're actually like they just
those
coincidentally are friends.
We're Jack, and Jack, and Jack.
Like they're just we're literally friends though. Like we're not friends because of our name. Like this is, but all 6 of them, not even just 4.
See, but I don't think you're allowed to have a third friend of the same name in the core friend group. I think that's against the rules.
Not
Yeah,
necessarily.
Well, and like
I know, I'm just making
Yeah, I
fake
get
rules.
it.
But I'm like, it would get way too wonky.
no,
bro.
but
Yeah.
no, I get it in terms of like when you're younger, you wouldn't
Yeah.
allow it because it'd be like, who's actually best friends?
well, like freshman year, it would be like me, Skis,
Oh,
Sam,
true.
Sam Penzic,
But you all had different.
wow,
and
Holy
fuck, who am I-
shit.
Sam Rolfe.
Sam Rolfe.
holy shit,
Yeah, like we have some Sam photos. It's like 6 of us.
For sure.
I remember that actually.
that's
Yeah.
crazy. I've
And I'm
never even
thinking,
thought
too,
about
like,
that.
We have a group of Jacks, like, the McColls.
Why do
but,
these
like,
names get
we
so
know
popular?
we're like friends
Sam.
with other
True,
Jacks.
true.
But like in terms of core,
I don't
it's
know.
like everyday
That's a
homies.
Midwest thing,
I think
huh?
you're only
Can
allowed
you
to-
guess? Can you guess the most common guy name? We all know, but because we talked about it yesterday.
In the
Most
last 100
common.
years, the most common guy name. There's about 4.7 million people named
I bet if
this
you
in the last-
guessed
the last
4
100
guy names, you would get it. But it's like also kind of like off center.
Michael.
Close. I think that's in the top 5, but it's not Michael.
It's not an M.
From 1921 to 2021. Most common guy name.
1921. Oh, okay.
I want you guys guessing in your heads, too.
John.
Very
First
close.
letter, very run of the mill. First letter is right. Even more run
It's
of
like
the mill.
Wordle.
Even more running.
You got the J right.
I'll give you a hint. Dave.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get it in a second.
That just threw me. Hold on.
I know it and I don't get it.
I know it. I don't get either. But
You'll get it in a second.
Don't listen to his hint at all. Like, please.
Yeah, but if you
Starts
think
with a
about
J,
famous
most
people,
common name in the last 100 years.
Starts with a J.
It's weird because like it's right there.
it's 5 letters, but it sounds like 4.
And it took them forever to get it too, but then they were like, obviously.
Jerry.
Close.
No.
I shouldn't have said 5 letters because
All right,
you
I'll
won't think about
I'll
it.
slowly start disclosing the next letter.
Okay.
to you,
Okay.
all right?
Okay.
J-A. This is when you
James.
got it. Yep.
Yeah,
James.
That's the most popular name.
Last
Yeah.
100 years, about 4.7 million.
Crazy.
Just edges out. My phone's recording, but I'd have to look it up. I think Michael was 3rd. I think
James. Really.
Wasn't
That's
Jack
my
too?
middle
It
name.
was-
That's
no,
my
Jack
dad.
was 40.
Well, my dad's
Sam
name
was
is
42.
Jim, which is short for James,
Mhm.
but his name's not actually James.
James.
Jim?
I mean, think about how many Jami there have been. You know,
because James
across-
comes from Jim. That's why like kind of.
No,
No,
Jim
Jim
comes
comes
from
from
James.
Okay.
But
That's
Jack,
why my middle name is James.
The most common names in Africa, South Africa, are what were they? Junior for
Junior,
boys and,
Junior boy,
and Precious for girls.
yeah.
Wait, what?
This was
That's
last
sick.
year. Last year, the
In,
most common.
in 2020.
In
in
2020,
Africa
yeah.
though.
Wait, what was the?
Currently for us, it's Liam and what was it for
And
girls?
no. Oh.
In America or
Emma.
the world?
Liam and Emma.
No.
Emma. Yep, 100%.
No.
In the U.S., it's Liam and Emma.
Okay.
No, it's not.
But wait, in the U.S.
Yeah, the most common names last year were Liam and Emma.
because
So I was
James
like,
Franco.
Neeson and Watson. That's what I was
Oh,
But it was a really obscure.
yeah, that's
hint.
a tough. Yeah, I get you.
thinking. We got kind of like a middle packer. We got
Jack is like very common, but not common enough.
Leanne.
It wasn't Emma. It was Olivia.
Olivia.
Emma was 2.
Emma's
I
two.
would not name my daughter
Oh, mine
Olivia,
must have
but
been
I
from a
like
year
the
prior
name.
or something.
What year did you do?
Might have been 2021.
I like
don't
the
know,
name
but-
too. I
Whatever
like
I was
girl
reading,
names.
just
Girl
leave it.
names are cool.
Girls are dope.
I
you know?
love girls.
I like the more I think about
like
it, like the more
Kissing girls.
I would be super down to have a girl first.
Yeah.
Big sis pops.
I
Like,
think I'll probably
'cause
have a girlfriend.
I've never
They-
I actually don't give a shit what comes out.
Me
When you're
neither.
having boys, you come from. It actually has to do with that.
One of us 3 will have girls.
Yeah. Oh, we'll have girls.
But
for
I don't
sure.
care if
Yeah.
I don't like. A lot of people are like, dang, I wanted a boy first, or like, I don't care what comes. I'd be happy just to have a kid.
Oh my
I
god.
mean,
Yeah.
I'd
That's
just
yeah.
be stoked to have a kid.
And it's hard. Like I feel like we don't think about this because we all exist. Because like we made it. We're like the guys who made it. You know, like everyone who's alive like is a kid or was a kid.
That is
But
way
it's
different.
hard to actually make a baby. I think you have like low odds.
No,
No,
100%.
for sure.
Like miscarriages happen.
Yeah, or even just not even being able to hit it on the mark. You have like 3 days out of a month and only a 30% chance on each of those days. Like it's like science.
Yeah, it makes me
Sounds
wonder
like
like
you've been
why
doing a
people.
lot of research.
It makes me wonder how people really get like
Well, I learned this from Annie.
how people really get like one night stands.
I know. They're like, shit, this is meant to be.
That's literally got to be like that's what I call fate or destiny.
That is. Yeah.
Like that person was supposed to be born.
Yeah, bro. And I'm sure we've all had like a one night stand scare where you got that pit in your stomach, but like
I think pretty much every time.
everyone's had that. Like even girl and guy, I'm sure at some point they're like, not everyone, you know, it's a vast generalization, but it's like it hasn't happened to me yet. Obviously, knock on wood. You know, I try to be a lot safer now.
you wonder,
and I
like,
was
are
not-
you fertile?
Am I fertile? Yeah,
I
literally.
does my
I
semen
won't even
hold
lie.
weight?
I actually think about that a lot.
Like when I'm actually trying with the love of my life, does my semen hold weight? Like, can I actually?
I actually think about that a lot, bro.
Really? Like,
Yeah.
you don't know if you're fertile?
Yeah.
What was in the beginning of
It's not,
Nocturnal
I mean-
Animals?
Well, because how do you know?
You could go get tested.
you could go get tested, but other than that, I'm saying. Like,
Well, you know, same girl, 60 nights in a row. You'll know. Well, 90 nights will give you 100%.
that would just
accuracy.
be fucking so sad.
Isn't it crazy though? There's couples that try just relentlessly
For
over-
years,
for
almost.
years, and then there's people who will just fucking knock someone up on a one night stand. It's like, wow, that is
Yeah.
crazy to me. How like
That's why I agree.
how
it's
big
fate.
of a differentiation it can be from person to person. You know,
Dude, that would suck to be infertile.
you think you have any illegitimate children running around some countries?
That'd be crazy.
No, Sam doesn't. he
What if
doesn't.
you just got hit
don't think
one
so.
day with like, oh, you got a 3-year-old from London when you were here?
I'd be tweaked.
I would just be pissed I missed out on 3 years. Like,
Yeah.
More than anything.
I want to
I'd
be there.
I'd be kind of lit to see what he looks like though.
Off
Yeah.
rip, what were your initial reactions?
If he was
Like,
just ugly.
yo, I remember hooking up with this
Not
girl.
mine.
Would you be like, I want to do a test on this? Obviously,
Yeah.
you'd want to make sure.
Yeah. For
Well,
sure.
yeah,
I'd do like
'cause-
a paternity test.
But you could also look him dead in the eye. He might know.
I think, I feel like you would have to know. Like,
You'd
if
have
you
a
look at
vibe.
a 3-year-old, you're like,
That's
fuck,
not
that
my
is
3-year-old.
mine. Or
Or
fuck,
it
that's
is.
not mine.
I mean, not necessarily. You probably would. There'd probably be like one thing in there, maybe be like the chin or like something. But like, there's so many people in your line. Like,
True.
And like, what would you do? Like, would you fly out to see the kid right away? Like, try and get as involved as possible? Would you ease into it? Like, how would
I would
trying to
ask her
think
what
about it.
she wants me to do, and then kind of like base it off that. I feel like,
you probably hard pressed it? Like, I want to know my child in a sense.
but also I'd be
If
like,
she was like, I don't want you anywhere around him, like, would you respect that?
yeah, I'd be like, I get, I don't know,
Would that not
like
eat
I
you
have
up
no
inside?
idea.
Like-
no, you can't respect.
It'd be
that.
weird if your kid
eat
like
me up.
treated you like a stranger. You know, like if you didn't know him for 5 years.
If she didn't want me to see the kid, I'd be like, all right, well now we're going to court because I'm going to see this kid.
I feel like that would eat me up inside. Like,
Yeah.
this is my seed, and I can't fucking.
I would be pissed. I'd be more upset that she waited 3 years to tell me.
We were at 1 hour exactly.
really.
Yes. Sorry.
Xavier,
Xavier.
Xavier, this ad is sponsored by
Mad Happy.
Mad Happy Snowboards. Get them
Sponsored
now.
by-
Xavier,
What's the brand
And
like that? That
Alani Nutrition.
No, the fucking the shitty seltzer water, but like some people like it.
Oh, LaCroix.
LaCroix, bro.
People
Like
love it.
LaCroix, it feels like there's like the most distant like fruit.
LaCroix is
Hints.
really good as like a cocktail mixer.
There you go.
Yeah, I
It's
saw
like-
someone explain it perfectly. It's like if someone was like in the room next door and was like that's like
Yeah.
how LaCroix tastes.
But I think
Yeah.
people that drink LaCroix
Yeah.
out of play or for the love of it are
Like
masochists.
Sadists.
leisurely.
It's like my brother and
I don't
Seaway.
get
They
that
fucking
shit.
love it, and they love Topo Chico. Like, I mean, Topo Chico has like a cult fan base.
Yeah, it does.
Look,
Like
I,
they would
I
kill
like
people.
Topo Chico hard
But
seltzers.
those are good, and I guess they sell the ones in glass bottles now, and I heard those are even better.
Really?
The hard seltzer in
Yeah,
a glass
yeah.
bottle.
I think
Yeah.
they
Well, sit on me.
Sit on
they
me.
retain their bubbles better in the glass
Retention
LaCroix to me gives me the vibe of like
killer.
you know, like the out of order soda machines.
Yeah,
You gotta grab that
kinda
one.
like dirty
Well, there's
water.
no syrup in it. Yeah, it's just like
yeah,
soda
yeah.
water.
That's exactly the vibe I get. I'm like, I just feel like I'm at a T-Bell and like the Sprite.
Yeah, I
machine
haven't.
is
I'm not
busted.
like a.
Yeah.
I actually don't like have anything against them, but I would never go out of my way to be like I
Right.
need LaCroix.
If I'm
'Cause
nauseous,
it doesn't like quench my thirst.
no, it doesn't.
It
at
doesn't
all.
taste good. It's just
No.
bubbles.
It's
Yeah.
just bubbles.
I feel like I'm getting
Like when I
fought.
went to Europe, I was and they were like,
yeah.
you know, flat or bubbly or whatever the fuck they say, still or whatever, and I'm like, I tried the bubbly and I was like
There's nothing
I'm
here
just
for me.
burping up my food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Like it's like your taste buds are almost fighting.
like,
for
with
their
a
life.
Clean your
joint-
palate? Like what is it? What is it? Like how did it start?
I think it settles my stomach. Like it'll make me forget about like if I'm nauseous, I don't have any LaCroix. I'll drink these, but like if
a
they're
tummy settler.
if it's the only option, I'll be like, yeah, I'll definitely take that over water.
Yeah, okay.
Only in that situation.
Ben
But
and Seaway. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
No, they like yearn for the like after they eat, they have their Topo Chico for like the burp. They love it.
Really?
And, like if I really want something like that, I'll just have like a one big gulp.
Wait,
of,
they
like,
have it after they eat?
That makes
yeah.
sense. It releases all the buildup.
They love it. Like that's where they fucking get
It's a little
hard
burp
for.
catalyst.
Yeah.
They do.
That's
like
the only
that.
thing
I
I'd ever
prefer
use
to
it
put in just a little Zinneranu.
Zinnerane.
Zinneronimus.
Zinsky.
All right. That was fire.
So that was.
I hope this
fun.
worked.
I hope it
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah, we're gonna sync it all up. This episode should be out right now because you're watching it.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you guys though. We'll get it ready for next.
Yeah, we'll get it
Thursday.
ready.
I hope
And
it all
then
works
next episode, you hopefully see us in Arizona.
Yeah,
That would
God
be
knows.
so
We'll probably
sick.
be in Arizona, but let us know if you guys like this format. We're obviously going to be refining it week by week. Let us know anything we can improve on. We'll try to get the Ask the Cast up. I thought I posted it, but I clearly fucked up.
Yeah, I
didn't
think
get into my
I think
bit.
you were
Fuck.
just like in like the driveway, and maybe you don't have signal there or something. you
Maybe
know?
it could have failed.
Or like you were
Probably failed.
pulling in and it failed, whatever. But it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out.
I'm
Thank
excited
you.
though. This is a good little beginning.
This
have
is
again.
great.
Cool to like do it all ourselves. And,
Yeah.
like, hopefully reap the benefits.
Feels like more ours.
It's definitely more ours.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can't wait to shoot.
So-
We have to shoot it in the sun.
Help
we
us
can
for
shoot
fun.
it, bro. We could shoot anywhere. We could shoot on the fucking roof. Might be a little windy, but we could shoot on not a windy day.
Who cares though? Like these, I don't even think. Like, what does that even show up?
Yeah, true.
Oysters in.
Oysters in.
Oysters in.
All right. Barnacle babies on 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Barnacle babies.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Peace, guys.
Love.
You were sitting in your bed, had nothing to do. But little did you know there were 4 dudes who like talking shit while sipping their brews. Just make sure your parents don't walk in the room.
Hey, what are you watching?
Nothing, Mom.
I wanna get away from the real world. I wanna get away from the real
Don't tell your mom, cause it's out of pocket party.